Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I am going to show you how I put on my foundation full coverage from my neck, from my chest, neck to face. I only do this when I'm doing my videos, or if I know I'm going to go somewhere and take pictures. Ordinarily, I wouldn't do all this if I'm just going somewhere. Normally, I would just wear a foundation that matches my face and neck. It all depends on my shirt. If my shirt is a low plunge line like this, then I will blend my foundation and stuff to come down further. So what you're going to need is a nice clean neck. You don't want to have sweat and grime and gooky stuff all over your neck. You don't want it to be dirty because our necks already look dirty. If you have ACANTHOSIS nigricans like I do, your neck is going to look dirty to people who don't know what that is. And just in case you guys don't know what ACANTHOSIS nigricans is, it comes from high blood sugar, and it's something in our bodies that's making us have high sugar, and it causes us to turn dark. So yeah, so this is what my neck looks like. It has a dark ring all the way around the back. So if you guys see somebody with a dark ring on the back of their neck, that is not dirt, that is a health issue. Okay, so first you want to have a nice clean neck. Then you want to get a towel, because you're going to take your towel and you're going to put it across your body so that when you put your makeup on, it's a guideline to where when you move around, the makeup and stuff won't get on your collar. This is going to be an illusion. And this is what we're doing to make people think that we have a clear neck. Okay, so I just put a little hair clip right here. And all depends on how you wear your hair. You don't really need to go all the way back here. You might want to, I don't know if you want to, I usually go with my chest because I want my chest, everything to match. Some people might want to go with their ears. All depends on you. So I'm going to give you a guideline on what I do. You're never going to get it right perfectly. But to other people, it is perfect. Because guess what? We're creating an illusion. I got some videos, they say, oh, Nezi, your neck look, not your neck, your makeup looks so pretty. I'm like, well, dang, my neck looks so dark. Even after I put my makeup on. But they don't see what we see sometimes. So you make sure you get all the way up. I already got primer on my face, I got primer on my eyes. The primer on my eyes is by Loreal Magic Decrease. You don't have to use the products I'm using, I'm just giving you a guideline. And you can use any eyelid primer. Okay, so make sure you put that on first, and you have your primer on first, because we're going to do some color correcting. And the color correcting is going to turn everything kind of orange. So anyway, you just add this on your neck. Uh-oh. Okay, I think I'm putting too much on. Ooh. Like this. Alright, so now that we got the primer on, we're going to go to color correcting. Now my color corrector I'm using is Max Orange. I believe it's called Orange. If not, I'll have it in the description box. And that's what it looks like. And this is just a color that will mute out any discoloration. So if you look at my face is dark, light, dark, like medium. It's just all over the place because my face was turning dark all over. Now, since I changed my eating habits, it's fading out or it's fading back. So like right here is light. This should be, it was always dark all the way up to here. So now it's just lightening up. And if you see how my neck is, you can see how it's light and dark too. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a color corrector. It's going to do exactly that. Color correct. Does it have to be perfect? Nope. A lot of you guys probably see other YouTubers do this. So a lot of us, if you look at people and they got this darkness going down like they got drool stains, yeah, that's a sign too of ACANTHOSIS nigricans. So I get around the mouth. I make sure I really do around my mouth, because if I wear like a dark brown lipstick, it really shows up. So you just put it on your face however you want to do it. I got dark circles around my eyes too, especially for my eyeglasses, and just from simply look like a raccoon. there's no specific way you're doing it, just do it. Just get going. Make sure you are wearing the shirt that you want to wear. Don't be talking about, so I want to change my shirt later on. Because once this is on here, you don't want to mess up your clothes. This is just a tip and some tips and a guideline. You don't have to do it just like me. You don't have to go full coverage because I'm going to go a little bit heavier. Okay? Make sure you get under here too, because you don't want to have a light face and a dark neck. I hate that. And every once in a while I'll be like, oh my God, I didn't do that right. I hate when my foundation doesn't come close to my neck. Alright, so you can use a beauty blender. Sometimes I use my beauty blender. Or you can just smooth it out. You can also, you don't have to put it all over your face. You can just put it on places that you think needs a little bit of coverage. So like I said, this mutes out the unevenness, the darkness, or the lightness. And when you apply your foundation and stuff, it won't look so obvious that you are discolored. Like I said, you can use a beauty blender if you like, or whatever else you think is feasible. Okay, so I got a little bit on my neck, a little bit on my face. Okay guys, so another sign of somebody who has ACANTHOSIS nigricans is when you see them and they got these little bitty dark spots in the corner of their eyes right here. And I used to put my makeup on, and no matter what I did, that little black spot on my eye, in my corner eye, will always peep through. So this is what I do. I put color corrector on it too. If you ever see anybody with dark corners of their eyes, that's a sign of high sugar and ACANTHOSIS nigricans. Okay, so just put it, you know, put it there. If it's all over your eyelid, put it over the whole eyelid. Make sure you get started about 45 minutes to an hour before you put your makeup on. This gives you enough time to make mistakes and clear them up, and make yourself look perfectly pretty. So I'm just going to show you guys how to put the foundation on and stuff like that. I'm not going to put my makeup on. Get right there, and get right there. So you're probably wondering, man, that's going to really change my makeup, my foundation orange. Yep, sure is. Because you're creating a new skin color. That's what you're doing. You're creating a new skin color. Then you put on your actual foundation that's either going to match your earlobes or your chest. So now that we have on our base, which is our primer and our color corrector, we can go on and add the magic. So I am going to use, I'm going to go with my LANCOME TEINT IDOLE, I don't know how to pronounce this, my LANCOME TEINT IDOLE something blah blah blah. And this is going to be my base foundation. What I mean by base foundation, this means that this is going to be the color that's going to even out my skin color. And like I said, it is going to turn it orange. So I'm going to put this on my little tray right here and get I usually like a little stippling brush. I think this is an e.l.f. brush. Yep, this is an e.l.f. brush. It's called Stipple Brush. It costs like $3 or something, $5. And I put it on like this. Whoo! Looks like a lot, doesn't it? So you see how it's turning orange because the color corrector turned orange. But that's okay, because we're trying to create a new skin color. We're trying to create a base first. I just brought it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me get my mirror. You can't see? Get a mirror. Bring it real close to you. You don't want to bring it all the way down. That's why you got your towel right here. You want to create something that's going like in a V. You want to blend it. I'm sorry about the mirror, y'all. You want to blend it and keep on until it looks smooth. Sometimes with these stippling brushes, they can add streaks. And a lot of times I go back over it with my blender, my beauty blender. Okay? So just keep on. You want to get under here because this is what's going to connect your neck to your face. This is where we see that demarcation spot right in here. So you don't want to have your face dark. I'm sorry, you have your face lighter than your neck. And I say, ooh, I hate that when I start on those videos. So I come on up. You don't have to put the foundation over your eyes if you don't want to. I'm just doing it just today. Buff, 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 and blend. Blend it to perfection. Because you are creating a perfect illusion. Okay? So, don't you guys see how I have a new skin color? Now, doesn't that match? Mm-hmm. But Nezi, doesn't match your neck. But I got you. We're going to create this illusion to where it matches our neck. Okay? So, like I said, if you want to, you can take your beauty blender, blend it on out. Or whatever you want to do. Okay, so now that we have our foundation on, you don't want this to just, sit like this. You want to take some primer water. I'm using MAC's Fix Plus. You don't have to use MAC. You can use ELF's or anybody else. You don't have to use all these expensive things, y'all. You just want to get the job done. This is a setting spray. This makes sure your foundation won't move. You want it to dry as quickly as possible because usually with ACANTHOSIS nigricans we have creases and wrinkles in our necks. And we don't want the foundation to settle in our necks, okay? So there, I have that on there. So now we're going to go with some setting powder. You know what? I'm going to use This is banana powder. This is going to create you know what? No. I'm gonna show you my other setting powder. Now I got this from Patrick Starr. He always, if you all watch Patrick, he always uses Aspun. When I tell you this is a setting powder, I mean it sets. It's this color. It's kind of like a white base, but you can always go back later on and add your regular color. But this sets the dog crap out of this neck. This is what, so your foundation will not move. don't have to put this on your face. We just want that neck to sit. And this is a heavy foundation powder. So it kind of like added a white cast, but that's good. It's kind of like a brightener. I got this from Walgreens. It's real cheap too. But yeah, this is a for real setting spray. I mean setting powder that ain't gonna move nothing. Alright, so hopefully we got that going on. Then I'm gonna go with a really light colored foundation. Today I'm going to use my L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup. It's in Cool. Now this does not match at all, but it matches my chest. Also, you don't have to use this foundation. This foundation is luminous. Sometimes luminous foundations have like oil or whatever, the little shiny stuff to make you look luminous, and it can crease into your neck. But we got powder to make it not crease. So if you want to get a matte foundation instead. Alright, so I'll put a little bit on the corner here. And I'm going to go, where's my brush? With my stippling brush again. And I'm going to start from the neck up. Oh, Nezi, that's so much. You don't want that neck to be looking dark. So look how much lighter it is than my face. So we're going to blend this down. Blend and buff. I'm just going to stop right here. And we're going to feather it out. See how the towel is blocking my hand from going all the way too far. One thing about the stippling brush, you got to keep on buffing, because it can lead to streaks. You don't have to use a brush like this. Get a brush that you know that can work. So hopefully that's matching pretty good. Let me get my mirror. Is it going to be perfect? No. We're never going to be satisfied. But like I said, it's an illusion, so it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as we're okay with it. And it's okay to other people. Okay, so I got that down. And then, now I'm going to take, still looks streaky. We don't want streaks. Streaks are not cute, okay? So now I got that on there. I'm going to use the midnight powder and add it on top, because that's going to set the powder. I'm sorry, set the foundation. And add a yellow tone. I have a yellow undertone on my chest. It's going to add that perfect yellow tone that I need. Wow, got so much on here. I'm using a great big old brush by Tweezerman. And it's for powder, and it's used for the décolleté, which is the chest area and the neck. Woo! Not too much, I think, but it's okay. Oh, it looks like so much. Guys, y'all don't have to use this much. And the reason why I start with my chest and neck first is because I can always get my face to match later on. But I just want to hurry up and get this settled in first. So now we can go on and add that odd light color that you normally wouldn't wear. And that'll mix in with this color and add a pretty mixture that will match your neck and chest. You don't have to use this brush. You can use a brush that works for you. When you want to do your magic, get the brush that you want. Is this light? Of course it's light. But it matches my neck. So sometimes I end up changing my whole skin color just to match my neck. I'm sorry, my neck and chest. I'm going to take this towel off because it's getting on my nerves. You can use a beauty blender dry or wet. I'm going to use mine dry right now. Get your mirror. You got to get down with it, y'all. Make it work. Okay, then you just go on to your powdering routine. If you want to contour and stuff, you get that highlight and stuff. It'll really bring the tension upward to your face and it won't be on your neck. Okay guys, I hope that's it. Hope this was helpful. This is well overdue. Make sure you tweak it to make it work for you. Bye!